All right, so today we are starting our unit on logarithms. Most often we just abbreviate that to logs. Logs and exponents basically are the same thing, they're just written differently. You know how we have scientific notation and you can write something smaller that's bigger? It's the same concept with exponential equations and logarithmic equations. So, right here, it kind of draws arrows as to how they match. Okay, so the n here is the n over here. Your b base goes here, and this would be your exponent. So for instance, okay, if we have log base 5 of 125 equals 3, in order to find this answer, I want to change it to exponential, into like the exponential equation. So if you look at the information here, my base for my exponent comes from the base of the log. So what number would go? 5. So this is your base of the log, so that's going to be my base for my exponential equation. Okay, then you're going to have an exponent for your exponential equation, and if you look here, see how the exponent here goes with the answer of the log. So 3 is what is going to be my exponent.
And that's the answer.
And then it equals, and 125 is the number that equals the answer. And if you were to plug that into your calculator, or you guys actually might remember it, but 5 to the third power is 125. Okay? So it's always going to go this base to this exponent equals this number. And we're going to keep practicing so you won't have to really think about it. You just know how to write it. Because the more you practice things, the easier it gets. And what would be your exponent on this problem?
3.
3. Okay, so on these next examples, all we're going to do is try rewriting them. Okay? And they want you to name the base in the equation and then rewrite the equation from log form into exponential form.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
So is it wanting us to find the base and the exponent?
Okay, so we're going to rewrite this into exponential form, and then we're just going to state what the base is. So on number 1, if I rewrite this in exponential form, it's going to be 6 to the third power equals 216. So remember our base, exponent, answer. Okay? And what would be my base on this?
6.
Very good. Okay, example 2. I'm going to start pulling some popsicle sticks to see if you guys can tell me. Okay? So, how will I sorry, that's loud. He's not here. Mercedes. Okay. So, my new base is going to be, how am I going to rewrite this into exponential form? Okay. No, it's okay. So, you always, your base of your exponent is going to be the same base that was on your log. So that means it's going to be 4. Okay? So that's like my new base of my problem. Okay? And then your exponent, okay, and if you want to, so that is your base. This number is our exponent. And this one is going to be your answer.
Oh, the answer's already there.
Exactly. So this is going to be 4 to the fourth power equals 256. And my base equals 4. Now throughout this unit, there's going to end up being an x somewhere, and you're going to end up solving. But right now, we're just learning how to change it from one form to the other. Okay? So equals 256, yes. Okay, so why doesn't everybody try to rewrite number 3 and 4 on their own?
I get it.
Okay, so on number 3, what would be Marcus? Very good. 5 to the 0 equals 1. And what is my base? Very good. Okay, 4.
Oh, I got that one.
Okay, go ahead, McKenna.
-2 is the -2's.
Remember that your base is the base of the log.
Oh.
So it's going to be
1/4.
2
That's what.
to the -2 equals what?
1/4.
1/4. Very good.
I was close.
Yeah, you were. And what is my base?
-2.
2. Good. And if you think about that again, like this, you'd get rid of the negative exponent by moving it to the bottom, right? And you'd end up with 1/4, which is what we have. Okay. On number 5, notice that it doesn't have a base. Yes?
It's gonna be going. It doesn't equal to 1.
Close. Anytime it doesn't have a base, it is always going to be base 10.
Oh.
If it doesn't have a base written, it's base 10. You know, like on square roots, how if it doesn't have the number for the root, it's automatically a 2. So that's the same thing with logs, except for if it doesn't have a number there, it's automatically a base 10. Okay, so how will I rewrite example 5?
10 to the -3rd.
Very good. 10 to the -3rd power equals 0.001. You can have the 0 in front of that if you want, or you don't have to. What is my base on this one?
10.
Very good. Okay, what's 6 going to be? Can somebody else raise their hand and give me an answer? Good. 7 to the 1/2 equals root 7. And what is my base?
7.
Good. Okay, I'm going to pull a popsicle stick, see if somebody can do this one.
But everybody can do it.
Elissa, how would you do number 7? Perfect. And she already stated that my base was R. Okay, last one, number 8. Michael.
5 to the 3rd power.
Perfect. And my base is? Perfect. All right, questions?